Old new dad back downstairs doing some homework. Well, we had our first over 90-degree day the other day, and it had me wondering, what about keeping these newborns hydrated when this summer heat starts to set in? Yeah, it's late March right now, but the summer heat is going to be here pretty darn quick, and I wondered, what can we do to keep these newborn babies hydrated or at least cool besides the obvious stuff?
Grabbing a firefighter's hose and spraying several people.
So I took to the internet to find out, and it actually turns out that it's actually a pretty simple thing to investigate. Everybody seems to be really on the same page with this one. And the short answer is, if your newborn's 6 months or younger, just don't consider giving them water. So it seems pretty simple here. Everybody is talking about the 6-month mark. So this is from Hackensack Meridian Health. Newborns and babies up to 6 months old should never drink water. Breast milk and baby formula are designed to meet babies' nutritional needs, says pediatrician Alyssa Rios, MD. Babies under 6 months old don't need more than that. Pretty simple. So why is water off limits for the babies? Well, the short answer is they have tiny stomachs, so if you're giving them water, it's just taking the place that more nutrient-rich food should go, like milk or formula. Also, they have a risk of water intoxication. When young babies drink water, it dilutes the levels of sodium in their blood. This dip in sodium may cause drowsiness, confusion, or seizures. And then finally, babies already get enough water. They don't drink plain water, but breast milk and baby formula are mostly water. Okay, so that's pretty much on par with everything else I'm seeing. Here's some more. This is Tasmanian Government Department of Health. When can the baby have water? Under 6 months only need breast milk or formula, even in hot weather. Giving your baby water at this age may mean they drink less breast milk or formula. Yeah. Now let's go over to Cleveland Clinic, see what they got to say. This is from a few years ago. The American Academy of Pediatrics is pretty strong with the recommendations that babies in the first several months should only have breast milk or formula, not water, says pediatrician Joanna Buckingham, MD. Babies get all the hydration they need from formula and breast milk. More than that can be risky. So it seems like this one's a pretty easy one to investigate, but I wondered, what's the opposition say? So I started looking around at any alternative medicine websites or doctors or recommendations, and there's really just kind of nothing out there. So this is a pretty simple one because we don't have to prepare the newborns to deal with a harsh climate. Really, the only thing we do is just keep feeding them like normal and just keep them out of the harsh climate. Take them outside in the summer, sure. Limit the amount of time overall that they're in excessive temperatures, limit the amount of time they're in direct sun, and make sure their clothing is tailored to that kind of weather. And other than that, it's just normal feeding. There's nothing that needs to be adjusted. Like all the websites say, they're getting all the nutrition they need from regular feedings. You don't need to add to that. They don't really need to be amped up and prepared for a harsh climate. It's not really that situation. So anyway, if you have newborns like me and you wondered how you're going to keep them cool in the summer, I guess that's how.